In the wild, the scariest killers don't always show their teeth. The deadliest weapons aren't claws or fangs. They're hidden senses. Imagine being stalked by something that can feel your heartbeat through water, or see the warmth of your body even in total darkness. To these predators, hiding isn't an option. It's a death sentence. These are nature's invisible detection systems, super senses that turn animals into living weapons. Welcome to Wild Fact Lab, where we uncover the science behind nature's most mind-blowing abilities. Today, we're counting down the 5 deadliest senses in the animal kingdom and why they make their owners unstoppable hunters. From sharks that can detect the faintest electrical signals, to snakes that see your body heat, like glowing fire in the night. These aren't just cool tricks, they're survival superpowers. And if you were the prey, they'd be your worst nightmare. In the silence of the night, when the forest should be safe under its blanket of darkness, one predator sees what others cannot. The pit viper doesn't rely on eyesight. It sees the world through heat. Nestled between its eyes and nostrils are special pit organs, so sensitive they can detect temperature changes as small as 3/10,000ths of a degree. To the snake, your warm body glows like a beacon, even if you're hidden under leaves or shrouded in complete blackness. Imagine having night vision goggles fused into your face. Except these don't just detect shapes, they lock onto life itself. That's the viper's gift, and its curse for prey. In total darkness, with no sound and no movement to give you away, the viper can strike with pinpoint accuracy. Its range is short, about a meter, but at that distance, it's a perfect weapon. Military engineers study this sense for targeting technology. Yet the pit viper has mastered it for millions of years. In its world, there is no hiding, no escaping, only the glow of your heat and the strike that follows. Beneath the waves, silence doesn't mean safety. To a shark, the ocean is lit up with signals invisible to us. Along its snout and head lie tiny gel-filled pores called the ampullae of Lorenzini. These are living sensors so sensitive, they can pick up electrical signals as faint as 5 nanovolts, thousands of times weaker than the current in a wristwatch battery. Your heartbeat? To a shark, it's a neon sign flashing through the water. Even if you're buried under sand or hidden in the murk, you can't hide the faint electrical rhythm of life. It's a lie detector built into flesh, one that never fails. That's why a wounded fish, thrashing and pulsing with stress, has almost no chance of escaping detection. Picture this. You're in the dark ocean, perfectly still, holding your breath. To human senses, you're invisible. But to a shark, your body hums like a wire, every nerve twitch and muscle spark, painting a trail straight to you. This is a predator that doesn't just see or hear you. It reads your life force itself. And once it locks in, the ocean becomes a hunting ground, with no secrets and no second chances. When the night sky fills with silence, another hunter awakens, one that sees with sound. To the bat, darkness is no barrier. It opens its mouth and unleashes a volley of ultrasonic calls, far beyond what human ears can hear. These sounds bounce off everything in their path, racing back as echoes. And in a fraction of a millisecond, the bat's brain weaves those echoes into a living 3D map. It's like radar, but sharper. Imagine being able to see the flutter of a mosquito's wings or the ripple of air around a moth in flight. That's the bat's world. Alive, with invisible outlines, every movement carved in sound. With echolocation, bats achieve hunting success rates of up to 90%, even in pitch blackness where vision is useless. And here's the terrifying detail. Echolocation can detect objects as thin as a human hair. So while insects dart and dive, thinking the night is their shield, the bat tracks them with unerring precision. To the prey, there's no warning, just a blur of wings, a snap in the air, and silence again. The night that hides so many creatures is the bat's deadliest weapon. In Australia's murky rivers, a creature that looks almost comical hides one of the deadliest sensory powers on Earth. The platypus, with its duck-like bill, closes its eyes, ears, and nostrils every time it dives. To us, that would mean total blindness. But for the platypus, it's the perfect hunting state, because it doesn't need those senses at all. Lining its soft bill are over 40,000 electroreceptors, tuned to the faintest sparks of life. Every twitch of a muscle, every pulse of a tiny crustacean's nerve sends out an electrical ripple. And the platypus reads it like a glowing trail on an invisible map. To the animal, the dark water is alive with signals, each one pointing directly to prey hiding under mud, rocks, or silt. Imagine a GPS that updates in real time, not with satellites, but with the electricity of living creatures. That's the platypus's gift. It can pinpoint a wriggling worm within centimeters, strike with perfect accuracy, and never once need to open its eyes. What looks like an awkward oddity is, in truth, an executioner armed with one of the most precise senses in the animal kingdom. Beneath the coral reefs lurks a creature that looks like a jewel, but fights like a monster. The mantis shrimp may only be a few inches long, yet it wields a sense of sight so advanced it borders on science fiction. While humans see the world with 3 color receptors, red, green, and blue, the mantis shrimp has 16. It can detect ultraviolet light, polarized light, and colors we don't even have names for. To this predator, the reef isn't just colorful, it's alive with hidden codes. Camouflage that fools every other creature is useless here. The mantis shrimp sees through disguises as if they were painted in neon. It can track multiple targets at once, judging distance and movement with uncanny precision. And when it strikes, it does so with one of the fastest punches in nature. Its club-like claw accelerating faster than a bullet. If human vision is standard television, the mantis shrimp sees the reef in 4K HDR with superhero upgrades. Every ripple of light, every shimmer of a fish's scale is exposed. In a world built on concealment, the mantis shrimp lives in ultimate clarity, and that clarity makes it a flawless predator. But nature never lets power go unanswered. Every deadly sense sparks an arms race, prey forced to evolve defenses against invisible hunters. Moths, for example, have grown tiny ears tuned to bat sonar, giving them just enough warning to dive and escape the sound-based assassins of the night. Some fish have developed electric camouflage, dampening their body signals so they don't glow like lanterns to sharks or platypuses. Yet these defenses come at a cost, just as super senses do for predators. A bat's brain burns enormous energy processing hundreds of echoes per second. A mantis shrimp's complex eyes require specialized wiring to make sense of its endless colors. These abilities are expensive in nature's economy, but for hunters and hunted alike, survival makes the price worth paying. Every adaptation pushes the other side to evolve sharper, stranger tools. It's a silent war, fought not with claws or fangs, but with senses beyond human imagination. What makes these abilities truly terrifying is that prey often doesn't even know they exist. A mouse hiding in the dark doesn't realize the viper can see its heat. A fish buried in sand has no idea its heartbeat is a beacon to a shark. Invisibility, silence, even stillness. None of it matters against predators tuned to hidden worlds. These senses also move faster than most prey can react. A bat's brain processes echoes in milliseconds, long before a moth has time to dodge. And because they work in places where normal senses fail, total darkness, muddy rivers, camouflaged reefs, they give hunters absolute control over life and death. In the end, it's not teeth or claws that make these predators unstoppable. It's the fact that they hunt with eyes, ears, and sensors we can't even comprehend. To their prey, it's like being chased by a ghost, one you'll never see coming until it's too late. So, what have we learned? The most dangerous predators don't just stalk with muscle or speed. They wield hidden senses that pierce the dark, read invisible signals, and shatter every hiding place. From snakes that see in thermal glow, to sharks that read your heartbeat, to mantis shrimp that break the very rules of sight. These are hunters armed with powers far beyond our own. It leaves us with one chilling truth. In nature, you can hide from eyes, you can hide from ears, but you cannot hide from senses you never knew were there. Now here's the question for you. If you could choose one of these super senses as your own hunting gift, which would it be? Or, if you were prey, which of these would you fear the most? Let me know in the comments. I'll be watching your answers closely. And if you love exploring the hidden science behind nature's most mind-blowing abilities, make sure you hit subscribe and join us here at Wild Fact Lab. Because out in the wild, the more you know, the less likely you are to end up on the wrong side of the hunt.